Okay, now that we have our scoreboard created, if we click play, you'll see that the game starts and the scoreboard looks exactly the same. If we want to change it, we can do this in code. What we're going to do is with our canvas selected, click on Add Component. I'm going to type a new script, and I'm going to call it Scoring. Coding is simply telling the computer exactly what to do, when to do it, and under what conditions. What we are going to do next is we are going to change this word home to the name of the home team. Component text, property text. And then I'm going to set it to be equal to something. So I'm just going to say equal. It's text or a string, so it has to be within double quotes. And I'm just going to call it dragons. There's something wrong with this line because I haven't said that I'm finished. I have to remember the semicolon, type in the semicolon, and then everything looks good. There's no red squiggly lines. I save my script, and then now I go back to Unity, and it still says home. Well, we haven't started the program yet. We haven't executed any commands. When I click play, you'll see that now it changed the name of the home team from home to dragons. Now that I have my variables set up, what I want to do is make it so that when I change this value here, the home team score, it changes this text component, the property text on this component on home score. So this is my integer variable, home team score, and this is my home score text variable that is a component, right? This matches the component on home score. So what I do is I go back into code, and if I do this in the update function, it's just going to constantly be running. So I'm going to set the value, my home score text property, right? So home score text dot text, because that's the component, and then this is the property. I'm going to make that be equal to, so I'm just going to use an equal sign, home score text dot text equals home team score. Now, home team score is an integer, and the home score text dot text property is text, so I have to convert that to string. String and text are basically the same thing. A string variable can contain numbers and letters, right? And I need my semicolon at the end. So what this is saying is it's constantly going to run the home score text component. The text property is going to change to be equal to whatever the string of the home score integer. So now if I go back into Unity, if I click play, so you see it changed dragons and bulls. Now my home team score, if I change that to 5, it's going to update. As soon as I change this number over here, it changes on the screen. If we wanted it to change through code, in the update function, we could just change home team score. We could say home team score equals whatever home team score is. So it equals home team score plus 1. Remember my semicolon at the end? And now if I save this, what do you think is going to happen when I run the program? This is the update function, so this is going to happen once per frame. So now if I go back into Unity, click play, it'll start at 3212, but it's changing once per frame. It's updating the score of the home team.